Hi. Okay, it's all gone to hell, hasn't it, really? I don't even know what happened. I started suspecting something had gone amiss a week ago. You were talking about, um, you were just talking about jealousy. One stage you said I was even jealous of you because you were going to be an animator or something, and I looked at it and I thought, the fuck? And it's just, I don't know, it just seems to have gone. I sort of figured, oh, you must have someone else that you want, because that's what Stephanie does, or Raph. She, bang on, she'd get another lover online and put on a big argument and, block me, and it's all my fault and I'd be just sitting here going, what the fuck? Yeah, oh, look, I tried to explain everything to you, and you're twisting it all around to whatever you want to twist it to. I mean, the same thing happened to me with social services. That's what young people are doing now. You all seem to be twisting everything around. The thing that I think I tried to explain in the movie that I spent Sunday doing for you, that when I talk about the internet, I try to be supportive. I just thought, it's really good. There's just all these resources. Some of them are good, and some of them aren't so good, and some I even pay for. I donate for. And that's sort of happening now. But the best thing is, it's just this huge. It's growing in all different directions, and it's offering all sorts of opportunities that. It's just, and none of it's expensive. Well, I'm not going to say none of it. A lot of it isn't expensive. So you can create a business for $100, $200 or something. Yes, I tend to be very supportive of it. So when you turn around and say, they're useless, it's like you're attacking me. And you'll say, Blender is great. And at other times, the church is up there, universities up there, families up there, everything. Yeah, fair enough. But why attack us? I've been listening to it for years. And people just sort of, internet, no, it's rubbish. Any number, it's rubbish. Well, this is where I want to earn my income. This is where I'm actually socialising and living and what have you. And, well, I sort of think, well, and you seem to be on the outside of it, I guess. And you're all very authoritative about, what people spend their money on and don't spend their money on, and then you find out, 5 years later that people have been donating for a long time. Not everybody. Some do. But anyway, the donation thing is, it's a whole attitude. And frankly, I just can't handle it anymore. Sorry. It's just, in some ways, I'm going ahead, and other ways I'm sort of going even more old-fashioned. I tend to be, I don't know, I even read this morning an article where they reckon something like 30%, a third of Australians think torture's okay. And I looked at it and I thought, you fucking kid, this is not my Australia. Sorry, I don't want it. 1/3 of people, or 1/5 or something, I don't know, I can't remember. But it was a fifth. But there were others that were undecided. And I sort of put them all into the same basket. Well, if you're undecided whether you think torture's bad, you might as well just agree with it. And I look at, why are people so mean-spirited? Why are the, can you see what I mean? It's just, why are you, it's, and I'll say, no, I don't agree with torture. And you're saying, you love gypsies. You think, okay. I don't know gypsies. I mean, different people. I don't know what their circumstances are. I know what happened with the Aboriginals. White people came here, took their land, and can't understand what's their problem. I don't have a problem seeing their problem. I fucking resent it. But see, I have empathy, and that's the problem. I think it's this narcissism. There is no empathy, there's no understanding that, there's no seeing it from another point of view. So I'm probably trying to become more empathetic, and I need to have empathy to create products that I want. I've got to actually sort of feel what it's like to be that person, so I can actually put something to them. But I don't know whether it's that or what. It's just I just find it very, 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 very difficult, and I'm just becoming more and more isolated. I have to see the doctor on Thursday, and he'll be on about that as well. And really, the truth of the matter is, the more isolated I become, and the more I distance myself from this sort of behaviour, I become more and more peaceful. I need less alcohol. I'm not angry all the time. I'm actually very peaceful. And to me, it's like a mill pond. It's just, and that's what I need to create and to work. A mill pond. I don't need all of this aggro and upset and what have you. Go to God, well, kill them. I just don't want it. I'm going further back the other way to a more peaceful existence. But you guys are sort of going in the opposite. I'm going that way. You're going this way. You know what I mean? See, I tried to explain yesterday what the difference between us. Why? I tried to say, you're on one end of a scale and I'm on another. And from that, apparently I was attacking your mother. I'm saying she's overbearing. The same as Sue's mother was overbearing. Other mothers are overbearing. Too much. They don't let you. And see, you'll say, that's just, and then you'll turn around and say, you spoiled Jackie too much. You let her have her own way. Well, yeah, it's probably a factor of my growing up. Yeah, I let her have her own way and do whatever she wanted. And she kicked me in the balls. I don't know why social services wanted to really lay the boot into me, but it's just that's what I do. I let you do and say whatever you want to say and do, until I just decide I can't stand it anymore. I mean, the choice is yours. I've made it very clear. I wanted uplifting. I didn't want this. I've told you in that many videos, that many times. No, I just want uplifting. And that's probably what I'm looking at for these people too. The little ones that fuck them. Maybe they need a bit of uplifting. But you're not uplifting, you're putting them down. And I don't know why. I suspect you're sort of infected by some sort of thinking from somewhere. Maybe it's university. I don't know. Could be the church. It seems like it's some sort of big, powerful. Could be media. This could be I don't know. It could be a whole society. I don't know. That's here too. It's here in Australia. It's here everywhere. Everywhere in the world. This big, powerful, brute-like force has got a grip on you. It hasn't got a grip on me. That's the. But I don't know. I mean, if that's just what you want to do, and that's well, go and do it. But I'm not interested. I don't know how long, and I tried it with Sue as well, and with Steph, Raph. Tried it with all of you. You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want it. You don't want what I want. You're after something else. The only reason you like hanging around with me is because I don't talk about dick, about sex. Let's be honest. You get a break from it. But we don't want the same things. at all. I don't even know what it is you want, but it's not, you know, I want to be uplifting, um, and yeah, I offer. I don't try to control people at all. If you want it, like, I'm not telling you not to do this. I'm just telling you what I want. Hang on, just feeding pigeons. And the why are you eating that? That's for the magpies. Bacon rashes. Magpies love it. Yeah, it was. Yeah, no, we just don't want the same thing. Because to me, it's like you're not saying how important peace and tranquility is, and you know, and uplifting others is. You're not saying that, and that, you know, you're not actually saying you want to be lifted up. I don't know what you are saying. You want freedom. You want to escape. Freedom. That's what you want, and money. Money. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but yeah, that's what I found with Sue. She wanted one thing, I wanted another, and we're in competition. I don't know. Can you see what I'm saying? I just don't think there's any. It's not that I dislike you or anything else like that. It's just I'm just. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. Sort of at a loss for words. It's really, when you sit back and look at it, that's what I was trying to say yesterday. Which you talked about, I'm blaming someone, I'm doing this. No, I'm not. I'm just saying that's how you were brought up. This is how I was brought up. You know, you, me, two different. That's just how we were. Sue was the same. So you hear me going off about Sue? No, I used to say a lot about her mother. She didn't like it either. I said, no, that's because all I'm getting was her mother coming at me. And I suspect the same thing is happening with you. It's not you. It's your mother. She's so dominated over you. So you haven't broken away. You're not. I'm talking. A lot of the time, you even say how old you are. Think about it. I'm 60. You're 34, and you're telling me you're old. Just think about it. Something's not right. I'm not telling you I'm old. And I just sort of look at it and I think, okay. But you'll take those. Oh, you're attacking my mother. Oh, no. It's just, I've heard it all a million times over. It's just, I don't know. It's just, you know, I look at it and think, well, there's nothing to get upset about. You just look at it and you think, well, you know, if we've got this we've sort of attracted, the same sort of people attracted to me all the time, and I'm probably looking at it and realising it, and I'm saying, gee, and I thought this time, well, I think when I first started talking to you again, and that's what I said, I think you're NPD, and that's what I said in yesterday's movie. I don't see it as a sickness. And so here you go, this morning you're talking about sickness. Yeah, you want me to read the words out to you? I went to a lot of trouble yesterday to say it's a, you know, I think it's a badly, yeah, hope you'll delete the last video when you mentioned me about sick and my mother. It's very private. Move on means, yeah, about me sick. Yep, no, I didn't actually say that. I've deleted the movie, as you, by your request, but I didn't say you were sick. You've said it right here. Yeah, that's what Sue did, yeah. I can get the movie, I've still got a copy of it here if you want to see it again, but no, I didn't say that. And I've just taken it off YouTube, I've got it here. If you want me to show you what I said, you know, if we're going to get down to this, oh, you said this and I said this, and, which I did for 30 years. This is why I talk on here. Yeah, because I can prove everything. We'll just go back and look at them. It's all on text. I can just show you. Yeah, so I actually said, what did I say? The word was I started off the whole video by saying the word was badly coined. But, narcissistic personality disorder. I said, it's a bad name for it. And then I went on later on to say, yeah, the feminists believe it's a relationship problem. And I even said in the video, yeah, I think it probably is, and for the reason that for some reason, we come from either end of this scale or spectrum. You're on one end, I'm on the other, and there are all these other people in between. But you had too much attention, I had too little. And somehow we come together. You don't go to the middle. That doesn't mean to say you're sick. I mean, it'd be like saying I'm sick because I don't think I am. I just think that's the way I was brought up, and I have to try and deal with it. And it was a significant part of my life. It was basically 7 years, and that's a very critical time. The first 7 years of your life. And that's why I think to some extent isolation doesn't bother me as much as it would others, because I'm used to it. This is how I grew up. I only had dogs as company. Yeah, so I wasn't, that's what I said. No, the disorder is a bad word. And I went to some trouble, and I'm still going to some trouble to try and explain that to you. But see, you're not listening, you're ignoring me. Because that's the thing I've noticed, particularly about Sue, and most Europeans actually. She's from Malta and Greece, they're very ignorant, you ignore I go to a lot of trouble to explain something, and you just ignore it, and you go back to say, oh, you're calling me sick. And I think, well, okay, the use by date's coming up fast, because I spent all day Sunday and more time yesterday trying to explain carefully, slowly and carefully, because I've been here a million times before, what I meant and what I took offence at and the whole thing. And you're still carrying on like that. And once it goes that way, as I found with Sue, if I had my time over again, I would have said, no, Sue, we'll just part company now. And I would have saved a lot of time. I would have got a lot further down the track. We wouldn't have had the children. I'd probably actually be happier. I think, in all honesty, I think I would probably be happier. I would have found a different way to go. But I didn't. I kept going with this sort of bullshit relationship, and I really think I should have. If I knew what I know now back then, I would have just chopped it. I said, okay, now fair enough. I've tried to explain it this way and that way, and you just want to fight and argue. It's to my mind, it'd be like you saying to somebody, oh, look, for fuck's sake, I've explained to you, I don't mind sex occasionally, I don't want to have it every day, I don't want to have a discussion about it every day, I'm like fucking sick of the discussion, and there you got your dick out again, like, really? Yeah, I know you want to suck my nipples, but fuck, I'm bored with this conversation. Yeah, you know that feeling? Know that one? Yeah, that's what I'm like with this. Yeah, I explained it one way, and it comes back, oh, I hope you delete it, because in which you'd call me sick. And I think, okay. Can you see? It's the same thing. That's what women do, and blokes get their dick out. It's just, that's, soon you understand that, better things will start to improve. But can you say, I don't get my dick out for you. I don't talk to you about sex. I'm not interested in it. I was just wanting to have a conversation, try and lift things up a bit. But that over there is just, that's not lifting anything. It's the same shit. Honestly, I've been listening to it since I was 3 and 4. I remember I was up on I don't know how I could see this far, but I was up on a hill once. And I lived on a farm, fairly big place actually. It's small for Australia, but it'd be big for you. It's something like 1,200 acres, all hilly country. And I could see my mother on the back veranda because there's nobody else around. Well, a mile away. That's the nearest house. But yeah, she's crying. I thought, what the fuck? Why is she? And it's just all this emotion pouring out. And I used to watch them, and the same thing happened to me. And it's no, and you're doing the same thing. The only difference is I'm not reacting to it. See, my father and most men get really angry and upset and have all this, and I look and think I couldn't be bothered. I'd rather just go. It's just a total waste of time. I don't know why you keep doing it. It's like it's the same as men. They just keep getting their dick out. They don't listen. They don't sort of pick up on, maybe women are just getting a bit sick of it. They just keep doing it. How you feel about them? Well, sorry, that's just how I feel about this. And no doubt you'll get all emotional, all hoity-toity about it and abusive and that sort of thing. I fully expect that. I just look at it and think, what the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to do things to lift things up, and all this does is brings it down. And yeah, I'm supportive. And honestly, when I tell people about it, that's great. That's huge, bound. It's like the Wild West, actually. You can do almost anything on it, not regulated. Yeah, everybody's sort of chipping in to try and make an income any which way they can. And you're criticising them. I look at it, there's people trying to work instead of getting behind it in spirit and think, oh yeah, it's great. Maybe my animations will work. If I support them, maybe they'll support me. Let's just get on. No, you're bringing the outside world in here. I don't think we want it. Sorry. Take it back out there. Go get a job in a factory or something, be an engineer. Go do your the environmental reports. Just get a job in government. Government's probably where you should be applying. If you like doing environmental reports and going to church and being a part of the community, go and do it. Don't come in here because this is not. We're trying to actually make a better world in here. And people just, I've seen people call businesses like, God, where's the business in that? And they're trying to con themselves, like, I even had to put on makeup. I thought, I might get page views on how to do that. That's, some of it's crazy, but it's like we're looking down the barrel of full automation, okay, where machines and robots are going to do most of the work that humans currently do. Probably 70% of the jobs are going to go in the next 10 years, and people are in here trying to figure out what to do, and you're criticising, running them down. Yeah, okay. I don't know what to say to you, Paul. I'm sort of, it's a couple of things now. You're sort of like, I sort of look at it and think, fucking negative. Like I'm extremely negative on the economy and on a lot of things. I think there's a war coming, and I think worse than that, I think the bloody economy is just it's going to crap itself. But I could be wrong. I don't know, but I'm negative on that for a lot of reasons. Huge levels of debt, and interest rates are artificially being suppressed and kept artificially low. If those interest rates start springing up again, as they're starting to indicate they want to do now, where you can't suppress them any longer, they're just rising. People just don't want to lend at those ridiculously low rates. Like nothing. Who wants to lend their money for nothing? Yeah. So yeah, I sort of look at that and think, but there's some sort of rationale, some sort of evidence there, you know, something's going wrong, something there. But yeah, these people are just trying to make a living. And you know, as for 12, 13-year-old boys, they don't. And I've spoken to a lot of adults. Oh, well, they deserve torture. And you look at it and you think, what? Yeah, where are you people coming from? Can you see what I'm driving at? It's just I'm left of thinking, oh shit, maybe I've just got to live in total isolation, and maybe it'd be better. Because believe it or not, I'm actually better off than where I was. It's sad that I can't see my kids, and that's about the only downside. Oh, there's no money, but I don't give a shit about that. Yeah, I just can't see my kids. But that's really, I'm not missing Sue. You know, I'd quite willingly, you know, if I make money or whatever, I'd give half of it. You know, half. I don't really want to give her more, and I don't really want to. I'd rather just give her half and cut the lawyers out of it and all that. Whether that'll happen, I don't know. But you know what I mean. I just there's nothing about her I miss, because it's like this every day, like this. What have I done now? What are we twisting around now? What have I? And I couldn't understand it. It just. And I'd say, I think I was hitting on it yesterday, that, you know, as I said, it was to begin with, for some, I don't know how we ended up together. I don't know how you and I ended up as friends. We're from two different backgrounds. And Raph was really, I say she's the same, but in a lot of ways she had the freedom through the internet. She just went and did whatever. Maybe that was the appeal of her, you know. Well, she just did whatever she wanted, like me. Look, I just don't know what to do. I'm sitting here thinking, all I can think is Mill Pond. You know, Mill Pond, really calm, barely a ripple. You know, big news is when a mosquito lands on the pond outside a mill. Not touch, you know, just Mill Pond, you know, really still there, and then there's no upset or aggro, and thoughts just flow into my mind, and I can see them. I have visions. That's how it works. And so long as that's peaceful, those visions just keep coming, and I just keep putting them out. And it's as I'm going through it seems very slow, but actually it's quite quick in the creation type of thing. When I was living with Sue, just all this, it was all this upset and aggro and words, and this and that. This is wrong. You've done this wrong, Bob. You've done that wrong, Bob. And I used to read it and listen to it and whatever. I don't anymore. I'm sorry. I read the words and I just think, no, that's not what I meant. But it's just, it could be an age thing too. I don't know. You know, it's like I've had enough of that. It's time to. I love company, but I just don't think I'm going to get it. And the old people around here, they're all old, except for the girlfriends, but they're usually old. I mean, they're just, I don't know. They're just way back in the 60s, in all respects. And so they quite accept abuse and upset and fights and arguments. I don't want it. I don't know how clear how much clearer I could have made it to you. But anyway, look, it's half an hour. I think just drift away. Just go back to Badu or wherever, get a job and what. Well, I don't know. But I'm sorry, Paul. I don't think I could have made it clearer. I just don't want this. Sorry. Okay. Bye.